Well, time to, again, try not to set the world on fire.
Now, this time we're setting it on fire because Enclave.
Oh. And here I am thinking I had escaped my world being perpetually a burning hellscape.
Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. We are setting the Enclave on fire.
This is acceptable.
Also, when you guys see the title for the stream, let me know what you think.
Time to switch over.
That's a good sign.
Oh, that is a good sign. Great minds think alike. We both said some flavor of that's a good sign. USA! 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 Oh, no. Ushering in the weekend with radioactive fallout. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Apparently, early this morning, the moon was supposed to be lined up with two planets in such a way that it made a smiley face.
Alright. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the stream. Vegas Bear here, as always, with Mekumon and Taro. Hello?
I was just saying hello to the audience.
Oh, you cut out there?
Well, either way, hello, audience.
And Taro's muted, so...
I'm here, just looking for something, sorry.
Oh, okay. Today is Friday, so you all know what that means.
We're gonna get the Gek, blow up some shadow government puppets, and hopefully reach the purifier in time.
Mm-hmm.
We are one step closer to broken steel. Now, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, the DLCs we did do. I know we just did Mothership Zeta. I know we did the Pit. Broken Steel is coming.
We did Point Lookout.
We did Point Lookout. I think that's everything.
And we also did Operation Anchorage.
Yeah, I think that's everything. We're legitimately almost done.
Yup.
That's sobering.
Mm-hmm. Now I have to go...
But hey...
Eventually I have to go through the entire YouTube channel to try and find every stream of Fallout and then add it to a playlist.
And hey, once we finish with Broken Steel, there's, you know, a nice little thing called RoboCop Rogue City to return to.
I was about to say, once we're done with Broken Steel, we can go to the City of Steel.
Sorry. I'm afraid of super mutant. All I would do is cause you undo.
I never thought Detroit would look better than Pittsburgh, but here we are.
Did you know that we're getting a sequel to Rogue City?
That's actually really good news. I'm happy with that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, more please.
More of this double A style game, please. Not triple A, double A.
Yeah, no, that third A is a kiss of death. Please keep that away.
What the fuck? Oh shit!
We didn't think fast enough, Chuckle Nuts.
No, Mom, I don't want to go to school.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my vertibird.
I'm gonna kill you
Yes,
so
sir.
badly.
I'll have to come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain he's unharmed?
Yes, sir. He'll pass out shortly, but we can revive him.
Excellent. Prepare him for transport immediately.
Right away, sir.
As that one guy from Bugsnax said, I'm gonna do violence on you.
I couldn't find what I was looking. Great.
So, you're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now.
I would tell you about a little thing you could do here that would require a quick save, but I don't want to kill you, so...
Okay. What the hell's going on
I'll
here?
tell you what's going on here. You lost. The good guys won this one, and now we're just wrapping up loose ends. We've got the purifier.
The
Now
good
we
guys...
just need the code to start it. You're
But
going
you're
to
not
give me that
me.
code
Lies.
now and save us all a lot of trouble. Maybe I'll even let you go. So how about it?
Lies of the weak. Beacons for the deluded.
Fuck you, I'm not telling you shit.
I'll be honest. I'm running out of patience here, and I'm not looking to play games with you. You tell me that code, or it's going to cost you.
No, seriously, fuck you.
Why do you insist on provoking me? Tell
'Cause
me
it's
the code
easy.
now.
Like, you got thinner than some
President,
paper
I have
I've
no
seen.
time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly. Yes, sir.
Bear, would you mind if I roasted this man for a quick minute?
Roast this man with all the fiery flames of hell.
Alone at last.
It would be an honor to watch you work.
I do apologize for Colonel Autumn's attitude.
Sir, who did your haircut? One of the super mutants? And I bet they made a jacket for you too. I mean, look at it. Ugh.
I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcasts. I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss.
Colonel Augustus Autumn. Man, your father must have hated you to name you that.
Who names their son Colonel?
Thanks as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't carry me.
Like, Augustus Autumn. Like, was your father just preemptively turning your name into a dad joke or something? Man, if he were still alive, he'd be so disappointed in you.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere. There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back.
I'm on my way to see the president. How about I put in a good word for you?
You are? I mean, would? Just make
Like,
sure.
the only
he knows
reason
it
this
was
man
you.
is,
Are you
in
okay?
any way,
And that I didn't-
leader material is because everyone else here has the IQ below 0.
Attention to all Raven Rock
I mean,
personnel. This
they're
is
an
your
inbred
president.
cabal of shadow government morons, of
Invited our
course.
guest from Vault 101 to my office. Please do not impede his progress. Thank you.
Like, the genetic diversity here is worse than in Vault 101. Like, are you sure you guys aren't the Brotherhood of Steel? You have the same outdated, antiquated ideas.
They say they are. Get out while you can.
And I mean main group Brotherhood of Steel, not Lions group.
So, Nathan finally met the Enclave.
I warned you about this last time. I will remind you now. Explore everything possible because there is a bobblehead you can miss. I think it might be in the Colonel's room with the password to shut down the supercomputer.
Oh, I thought of another one just now. There's only one person in this entire that was in this entire facility worth talking to, and they left 5 minutes ago.
There's only one man worth talking to in this entire facility, and he's the computer.
Hello.
Hey, not even that. It's the Deathclaw you keep in the cage.
Also, is my phone picking up the audio from the stream? Like, can you hear
Yes.
yourself through my mic?
Very faint.
Yes, I'm hearing echoes.
Let me fix that. Better?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yay!
I was wondering what that was, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry.
If you're supposed to be meeting the president, then go do it. Get away from me.
Alright. I told Mako on this, and I didn't get a chance to say it to you yet, Bear. But I found this SFM animation. Basically, it starts off with Shinji and his Ava fighting. What are they called again? Angels?
Yes.
Yeah, fighting angels. He's getting overrun because, like, it's a 3-on-1 right now. The other two ain't there to help him, so he's on his own. And a kaiju actually shows up, claiming he will help him. There's no choice, and there's no choice. You cannot run. I will help you. So he's kind of sort of takes Shinji within himself, the kaiju, and now there's no one to help him. Until a portal opens up in the sky, and out comes a certain man, a certain Superman, a Super Denko Chojin Gridman.
Yeah!
Vault 101 is to be shot on sight.
Oh,
I repeat,
fuck.
shot on sight. This is an order.
Well,
It should be worth noting that most of the humans on base have decided to go with Autumn instead of the president.
Like I said, an IQ under 0.
if they have an IQ under 0, I'm pretty sure that means they're dead.
Patrick Star. Like, I can genuinely think of some characters that are that dumb.
Exactly.
Off the top of my head, there's Patrick, there's Billy from Billy and Mandy, and then there's Heifer Wolf. For that matter, let's just throw Billy's dad in there too.
Billy's
Arguably
dad was
most
smart
people-
enough to know how to make a child. I want to say his IQ is at least a little higher.
It's the billion man of the universe. I'd be surprised if anyone other than the obscenely cynical have any form of intelligence whatsoever.
But yeah. When Gridman needed help,
Oh. Hi, Nathan.
I'll wait for you to finish.
Oh, no. Nathan ran by and almost killed him.
Oh.
You should have killed him anyway.
Wait, why?
Nah, who am I kidding? He was unarmed, uninterested in combat, and though he espoused constant belief in the Enclave, well, he knows better now.
Exactly.
Yeah. When the junior high students couldn't help Gridman, someone else. Well, I say someone else, but in actuality, it was something else. Hello, Godzilla.
Oh my god!
Hmm?
Me reacting to Godzilla.
Not just Godzilla, by the way. Super Godzilla.
What the fuck?
They woke him up from his nap.
Hmm?
They woke Doji up from his nap.
And then, literally right after, 2 more people showed up. Grid Knight, of course, because, yes.
The only one allowed to kick his ass is me!
But also someone else. Oh, hello, Ultraman X.
What the fuck?
I don't know how he was there, why he was there, but he was, so I'm just gonna live with it.
I'm just as confused as you are, but I know evil when I see it.
So yeah, you have the entire junior high students, Gridman, Grid Knight, and Ultraman X on your rear end, along with Super Godzilla.
Honestly, you don't even need the rest of them. Super Godzilla's enough.
Hmm?
If they have Super Goji, why do they even need Avas?
Because he showed up in the exact same portal as Gridman and the other two did. He wasn't from there.
Well then.
So yeah, the kaiju proceeds to Spanish and vanish while cursing Gridman's name.
Retreating.
Cancel alert. Engaging hostile.
Commencing attack.
Death claws.
The Enclave has had a consistent fascination with attempting to control those things. Considering they can rip through power armor, I'd say they were on the right track somewhere. Unfortunately, it's the Enclave, so everything they do is wrong, even if it is the right idea. Like, in Fallout 2, they made death claws that were intelligent enough to speak. They had taken over the vault from the previous game.
Dang.
Or at the very least, the one from the intro to Fallout 2. Either way. And you know what the Enclave did with this?
Like,
It slaughtered them all. Because they made the death clause too smart.
But this whole operation was their idea.
Welcome to the remains of the U.S. government.
They're not very bright.
Wait, why are you killing the scientists?
Because they will call for reinforcements. They're still enclave.
Oh, they're those types of enemies. Okay, never mind. Forget what I said?
Unlike in Mothership Zeta, where you would get negative karma for shooting the engineers, here you don't get any karma loss for shooting anyone related to the Enclave, except for maybe one person.
I'm sorry, did I just say beer has worn off?
Yes.
Yes, you can drink that for a temporary strength boost. At the cost of an intelligence debuff.
For a second, I legit thought that you just got shot in the back. Anyway.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
Fair enough.
It's warm enough out there. I should hydrate.
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, if I could, I'd redeem it. So, yeah.
So, my experience with the Enclave is basically just this. Unfortunately for you, you hold the wrong opinion. Humanity will punish you. No. Humanity will punish you. The world will punish you. Supernatural beings will punish you. Space will punish you.
What are you doing here?
Wait a minute. What are you doing here?
They captured me. Brought me here from Project Purity. I didn't want to help them at first, but the technology they have here, it's so far advanced from anything I...
What have you told them?
They wanted information. About Dr. Lee, about Project Purity. They want to know how it started up, and why it wouldn't work. I told them everything I could. About the Gek, about the damage caused by the explosions, all of it.
You betrayed Dr. Lee and my father.
I'm sorry you see it that way. What are you going to do? Kill me over it? You should go. It sounds like you're in enough trouble as it is. And honestly, I don't want anyone to see me talking to you.
Did you just...
Yep. That's the one person you get negative karma from for shooting.
Why though? She wasn't wanting to help them. They were making her.
She betrayed Dr. Lee and my dad.
Did they make her do it?
At first.
Alright, fair enough. I'm half expecting that pile of ash to start reforming. I don't know why. I just expected to start reforming herself.
Oh, wait. Wrong way. I think. Yeah. Alright. There's a lot of ashtrays and cigarettes in here.
Minecraft Maker, if you're up for it?
Maybe. I may have some errands to run.
Understandable. Completely understandable. Have a nice day. Speaking of Minecraft, me and Webb, mainly Webb, found why there's so many drowns near our base.
Why?
Turns out there's a bunch of drowned houses in...
The drowned houses?
You know, like, where the drowned spawn from?
Okay, so if we get rid of those houses, they'll stop showing up?
That's what I think Webb was getting at when she said, let's take them down. There was like 3 or 2, like it was early in the morning. I can't remember the exact number. We're gonna hunt them down. This is a non-drown zone.
So we found Colonel Autumn's room and the bobblehead.
I would say burn it if you could, but it's all metal.
Also, I need the bobblehead.
Not the bobblehead, the room.
Oh, yeah, no, burn it to...
Burned.
Bathe it in holy fire. Hello.
Hello.
We got the bobblehead and the codes.
I was just telling Bear about the drown situation.
So when I first played this game, years ago, and I came up here, I was expecting like an Oval Office style desk at the top of this little tower. What I found instead surprised the hell out of me.
Oh boy, let's see this.
Ah, face to face at last. It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased.
Looks like I'm just in time.
The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities.
We're meeting face to face, and show yourself. Don't hide behind a monitor.
Ah, but I have. I'm right here before you.
You're a computer. Should have guessed as much.
How very open-minded of you. Kudos for embracing the reality of the situation, rather than railing against it. Let's get to brass tacks, shall
Now we get to one of my favorite speech checks in the game.
Talk to you about.
I'm listening.
Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured.
What country? Look around, everything's destroyed.
That's a bit of a bleak outlook, don't you think? The United States has fallen on hard times, yes, but it can be healed. You have that power to heal within you, if you allow yourself to act. What I ask of you needs explanation, so you understand why it must be done. Perhaps that will stir you to act. The good people of this country cannot regain control while mutation runs rampant through our land. My soldiers cannot stem the tide, nor can the cult you've come into contact with, this Brotherhood of Steel. Mutations like these super mutants and ghouls must be purged from our society, our world, before we can proceed anew. Where others have failed, I believe your father's work can succeed.
Okay, momentary stop here. So the plan he's about to suggest is basically just a retooled version of the Enclave's plan under President Dick Richardson in Fallout 2.
Okay.
It was horrific. It was extreme. And here's where I can actually say there's a little bit of positive morals to to Colonel Autumn's character, because even he's against this. Proceed.
Autumn is against this plan?
Autumn is against the following plan.
Purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed.
So he's basically suggesting releasing a modified FEV into the purifier to eradicate literally anything that is even slightly mutated. That would mean killing off 99% of the remaining population in the US outside of anybody who's still in a vault or in one of the Enclave's bunkers.
I was about to say, isn't most of the human population mutated one way or another?
And now you know why Autumn is against this plan.
In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply. And the purifier, you just need the code. Simple, isn't it?
And the best part is, if you do actually put the FEV into the purifier, consequences will follow you into Broken Steel. Drinking any water that came out of that purifier will insta-kill you.
Oh!
Great.
No way, I'm not doing
I
that.
find that unfortunate and most disappointing. I must impress upon you the severity of the situation. I cannot allow you to leave unless the vial is in your possession.
Okay. If I may make a suggestion, go with the science check.
You can't be president. You're an abortion of science. You need to die.
Really? Do go on.
You were never elected president. You don't have the right to govern is one option. You weren't programmed for self-awareness. You said so yourself. Like, at this point, you were convincing him that his circular logic is wrong.
You were never elected president.
Is our nation really in a state to be holding public elections? I think not. Once we have re-established ourselves and brought civilization to the land around us, then we can return to the old world policies.
But how do you know what you're doing is right?
Because unlike humans, I am infallible.
And how do you know you're infallible?
Because I've been programmed to be, of course.
That's circular logic. You know because you know? Makes no sense.
Processing. Internal logic error detected.
I think you're delusional. I think the world would be better off without you.
Resetting primary memory circuits. Please stand by. Perhaps there is a problem. I am unsure how to proceed.
Shut yourself down. Shut down this whole place.
Processing directive. New directive accepted. Self-destruct sequence initialized. Civilian is advised to remove hazardous FEV material and exit at once.
Oh, I don't have a choice. I have to take it, don't I?
Yes, but there is something else you can do with it instead of putting it in the purifier. So just go with it for now.
Honestly, I was about to say, I feel like if I was in player character situation,
Also, I hope you found. Sorry, I just gotta say real quick. I hope you found that bobblehead because
Did you
once
not hear
leave,
me before? We found the fucking bobblehead.
yeah,
I had to walk away for a little bit, and I had to fight my headphones after that.
bruh.
I'm glad that you found it because once you leave here, there is no coming back.
We know. Anyway,
Either way, you were saying.
I feel like if I was in a player character situation, I could have made the thing shut down quicker with less words. If you really are so smart, then divide by 0.
I wouldn't recommend. Uh-oh. Bearja has released an angry Deathclaw. You won't be laughing if it happens to survive tearing apart whatever you throw it against, because it will turn on you.
I know. Oh, nice. Damn.
No supplies under the floorboards if you know where to look.
Oh, I think I got enough right now.
You were saying, Rico?
I don't really have much to add.
No, like, when I said divide by 0, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say that has a 50-50 shot of working.
Yo, fucks!
My friend, I see I found you at last. I knew you had survived, and I had hoped to assist in your rescue.
I mean,
my debt to you.
if I... No machine could divide by 0, because you can't divide by 0.
See, the reason I say 50-50 chance at working is that it is possible the machine could be smart enough to know that it can't do that and refuse the operation.
Imagine the evil that can be eliminated.
Then I would just say, if you don't do it, how are you going to prove you're smart to me?
I saw your capture, and a little
By proving to you that it's smart enough to know you can't divide by 0.
I only wish I could have arrived sooner to aid your escape. As I owe you my freedom, I felt it was only fair that I returned your favor. After all, else in this world.
Could always use a hand. Would you like to follow me?
My friend, I would be honored to follow a hero.
I have an alternative to that
Here we go.
suggestion that basically results in the same thing, but it's something more people will probably not understand. Ask what the square root of 7 is. See, most people know you can't divide by 0, but I'm not sure how many people know that 7 doesn't have a square root.
Fox, where are you going?
I think he was supposed to run in front of you. Now he's finding an alternative.
So, yeah. Obviously, Fox couldn't come here to do that if you didn't release him, so... Congratulations! You have the single best companion in the game for a good karma player.
How did you get behind me?
Fox is a mysterious force.
Clearly. Whoop. Damn it.
Well, here's another one. Calculate pi to the trillionth decimal. Decimal. My bad. It probably won't break the thing, but it will keep him busy for a while.
Greetings, fellow survivor. Another fine day in the wastes, isn't it?
Why are you so happy?
Why shouldn't I be? I've got food, I've got shelter, and I know humanity is on the rise again. Haven't you heard the good news? Haven't you read the Wasteland Survival Guide?
Read it. I helped write it.
Glory be! You're the great survivor! Bless you. Oh, bless you for sharing your wisdom with mankind. You've given us all a chance to hope again.
I never meant it like all that. It's just supposed to help you stay alive.
Yes, it teaches us how to live and how to return to the paradise that was. Truly, it is our guide through this wasted land. Please, take these as my thanks. So many of us owe our lives to your great work. Bless you.
Bear, I think you just became some kind of, like, folklore deity.
Yeah. Honestly, I should have seen that coming. So yes,
I mean,
I am taking the long way back so that we can at least visit a couple of areas.
understandable.
I don't know what just went past, but I think it was a Kamen Rider? Because I've never heard a bike sound like that in real life.
Hi, Fox.
I gotta admit, one thing that I've consistently felt at this point in the game is this feeling of surreality every time I leave the Raven Rock place. Like, I get invested by this point, and it's like, it feels surreal reaching this part of the game every time.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the thing. When I mentioned there was something else you could do with the FEV instead of putting it in the purifier, here's what it is. When you get back to the Citadel there, or when you get back to the Brotherhood of Steel, you can tell Elder Lions about the vial of FEV.
Oh.
They won't necessarily take it from you, but you can at the very least warn them about it. It's basically an option. You can choose between telling them about the FEV or telling them about how the conflict within the Enclave. It all depends on what you feel is more pressing information to the Brotherhood.
I feel like the FEV virus is kind of important. Because that power struggle was going to matter much afterwards.
Oh, Bear, do you watch a cop show called The Rookie?
No, but I've seen clips.
You seen clips? Well, turns out a couple of YouTubers that I watch because of the type of videos they do were actually in an episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Basically, what happened was, two of the main characters of the show were investigating this abandoned, hospital? I think it was a hospital. Yeah. They were investigating the hospital, and then they all of a sudden hear voices. Now, the one thing you would rather not hear in an abandoned hospital. Correct?
Yeah.
Turns out, these two were doing an episode about the hospital, but they never got the go-ahead to enter the hospital. So unfortunately, they were arrested.
Didn't even realize there was another bobblehead in here. I just saw Deathclaw Sanctuary, and I thought, I'm gonna test to see how brave I am.
Yeah, this place is like high risk, high reward. There's a bunch of death claws in here, but there's also some viable stuff for like a couple of quests. There was the Nuka Quantum for that quest. There was the bobblehead for people who collect those. There's a crap ton of EXP if you can fight your way through the death claw.
Oh, in the 9 round. This has to be a joke. There's no way this is real. Apparently they're making an Ultraman live action, but with a twist.
Oh?
Hmm?
You said with a
What's
twist.
No. That's what they said. Ultraman, up and coming Ultraman live action, but with a twist. And it's a.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
Is that all the information?
Evidently, yeah.
That honestly makes me think of those moments where it's like, oh hey, guess what? What? Never mind.
If we did get another Ultraman movie, I'd want it to be a sequel to that CG one.
That would be cool.
Like, I loved how stylized and alien it looked, which was perfect for Ultraman.
Mm-hmm.
I think Taro lagged out.
Well, that's what happens when you don't spit out whatever the twist is.
I think he was trying to, but that lag kept him from doing so.
Oh no. Subaraya Studios doesn't want him to tell anyone.
And I thought Bandai's assassins were brutal.
You think they're brutal? Look at the Toei assassins are worse.
I should know. I've lost 3 lives to them. Unfortunately, I don't think they've caught on to the fact that I used the Konami code to increase my life count lately.
The benefits of being a digital being.
think I'm sitting at about 36 lives. That's the one thing I hate about the Deathclaw Sanctuary. How easy it is to get lost. I don't even mind how difficult. Like, I don't mind how difficult it is to get in there. It basically warns you. I cannot imagine that is a pleasant process.
What, disintegrating?
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely isn't.
So you want to know something funny, Bear?
What?
There's eBay listings for spare Omega Prime HasLab sets already.
Let me guess. They're asking for too much money.
So I paid around $280, including the shipping. They're asking for around $400.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And what's sad is that, as unfair of a price as that is, if I had the cash, I would still pay it just to get you a copy.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Because, like, I know for a fact I am not the only one in this friend group who enjoys these figures, these characters, or their world. You were just as excited about the announcement as I was. You just couldn't back it.
Yeah, I just didn't have the money at the time, and I've... No, let me rephrase that. I was never gonna have the money in time.
I barely had the money in time. And it took me 2 months to do it.
Alright, everyone, don't freak out. There's a super mutant with me. He's friendly.
I can just picture, like, one of the elders tentatively talking with Fox, and they just set up a discussion about the various books they still have.
They end up talking about philosophy.
All I'm saying is, the longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses. We should hit them sooner rather than later.
We barely have the manpower to keep the citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list? If the Pride goes in now, we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the Gek, the Purifier is useless to the Enclave anyway. They may give up before long.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the Gek were lost. Were you successful?
Well, sort of.
Excellent. With that, we hold the key to keeping the Enclave from controlling the Purifier.
I don't have the Gek anymore. The Enclave took the Gek. They're installing it now.
Then we must go at once. If you have any other information, tell me now before we mobilize.
And here's your opportunity.
Eden wanted me to sabotage the project with some kind of virus.
I see. And where is this virus now?
I have it. Here, take it.
Thank you. I'll see to it that it's disposed of properly once the scribes have had time to analyze it. Perhaps we have underestimated the Enclave. Sarah may be right. An attack may be necessary now.
If the Enclave has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code.
Congratulations.
I'm afraid you're right. We need to act now.
You just preemptively saved the entire Capital Wasteland before you just saved the entire Capital Wasteland.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What? No, I mean, Lee and I have solved the power.
If you didn't already have power armor training, this is about the point where they'd give it to you now.
So?
It's not ready for field tests, let alone live fire situations. The weapons haven't been calibrated, the navigation detection system
Hello?
is offline.
Gotta love not realizing you crashed while you're in.
I don't
Okay.
know. I think we can scrape by, and I suppose if
So
we
what was
can,
that twist?
it won't matter in the long run anyway.
Then it's decided.
Oh,
Sarah, you take
so
the Pride and use the
that's when I crashed?
Take
Fun.
our hand here
Mhm.
and secure the Purifier.
Yes, sir.
It
Before we
only
get started,
said
I wanted to let
that
you
there's
know
gonna
my
be a
father has
twist.
been
It doesn't say what the
The
twist
Pride and I have
is.
decided
Damn it, I
that
knew
it.
after all you've survived, you've done enough to be an honorary member of Lion's Pride.
And
So congratulations.
like I thought I
It
said
comes with
before,
some
even though I
privileges,
crashed,
including our power armor.
turns out
You want the
the live action they're doing is Shinjiro's universe.
Oh! What?
Apparently we're gonna get Tiny Ultraman as the live action.
Maybe that's the twist. That is the Ultraman manga they're adapting.
Sure thing.
That's what he
Okay,
said.
it'll give you a bit of an extra edge. Okay. So do you think you can hold it together for this?
All
That's
I
about
know
it.
is I saw it in
Matter of fact, we're not-
the Cast Reader server
Hurry it up.
on one
Wait a
of
minute.
Gar's chats.
Alright, let's go.
Are you ready now? Okay.
So what did I miss?
You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this
Which
giant
ones of the modified FEV?
Just stay safe until we reach the Purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on
Hi,
you.
Fox.
The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight to the facility.
The preferable alternative
Use the
to
robot
communism.
occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get
I love the
whatever
fact that
supplies you
Liberty
don't
Prime
already
feels
have,
so
and we'll make
strongly
them
about how it's this anti-communist rhetoric
When
that
you have
it's
a nice cold glass of water on
it
hand.
refuses to have any power like
Fire it up.
like
Move out.
moved from its weapon systems, even if it means it's able to walk. It's actually in the little documents on the terminal. Prime over there is so determined to destroy communism that it refuses to have any power diverted from its weapons just to move. Figuring out how to get this thing enough power to move was the big problem. I love that you can actually see Prime getting moved outside and prepared while you're going.
Mm-hmm. Alright, folks, let's fucking do this!
Might as well put the gun away and just let Prime handle it. That's why. Like, at this point, you're not doing all that much fighting. This is a casual stroll to the purifier.
Freedom is the sovereign right of every American.
You're almost there. You're almost there, Liberty Prime. Its freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
I want a Fallout Transformers collaboration where Liberty Prime turns into a vertical.
Titanium alloys.
Be
I
careful
would
what
absolutely buy that.
Be careful what you wish for.
0%.
Fuck!
Anchorage will be liberated.
Yeah, so about that. That was what Liberty Prime was supposed to be fielded. He was supposed to be on the field for Operation Anchorage, but never made it because they couldn't figure out the power thing. And then he sat neglected for 200 years while the world just continued to burn around him. I can only imagine how much this would go even better if we had a certain weapon that will be revealed in the Broken Steel DLC. A little something the Enclave has that we could turn against them.
Democracy will never be defeated.
Platform?
Freedom is the sovereign
The Orbital Defense Platform. Hell, I'm just thinking, would the satellite for the Helios laser thing in New Vegas reach this far?
Question.
Because imagine using that against the Enclave.
The Enclave would have no fucking clue what's happening.
Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Obstruction detected. Freedom is the sovereign right. The last dominatory here.
I love that he put up his fist like, I'm a boxer.
Engaging Red Chinese aggressors.
Time to burn the Enclave.
I know a certain fire ant that is very happy right now.
Significant obstruction detected. Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier. Established stratagem. Inadequate. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge.
We are so lucky that didn't set off the nukes on his back.
Yep.
Democracy will never be defeated.
Fitting that it starts raining now. Honey, I'm home!
Man, that works on so many levels, considering the significance this memorial has to the Lone Wanderer.
Mm-hmm. He was born here.
Uh-huh. This basically is home.
They bleed just like anything else.
They also burn like everyone else.
Dead or alive, everything hates fire.
There is safety in mind.
Except Pyronites.
You again. I can't say I'm
And maybe
surprised.
Methanosians.
You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this.
I'm going to enjoy killing you.
You're in over your head, I'm afraid. But this is the path you choose for yourself. Tell your father I said hello.
I'd say tell him himself. Yeah, I'd say tell him yourself, but let's face it, you're not going up.
Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secure.
I'll take your pistol and your coat, because fuck you.
The violence.
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyons. I'm in the control room. We're both here. What's going on?
What's funny is that with Broken Steel installed, you can actually send Fox in there if you wanted to.
If memory serves, though, he really doesn't want to.
Needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're
I know.
going to turn the purifier on. Do you understand?
He really doesn't want to because he believes this is your destiny.
I'm reading this right. I'm afraid there are levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time.
And even the endgame narration treats it like you, well, squirreled your way out like a coward.
Will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined
Weasel,
getting out,
ah.
you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
I can just imagine they start drawing straws. She gets the shortest one. Lone Wanderer socks her in the face and goes, and then just takes her place.
Dang.
You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
This is my mother's dream, my father's work, my destiny.
2, 1, 6. Enter. And of course, it would be the Bible passage.
After all, it was your mother's favorite one. One that related to the waters of life in the first place. I like to think it was Fox who went in there to drag you out.
Oh, definitely.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child: selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues: sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
Later.
Comatose. After all this, to be left in a state like that?
Oh, did anyone get the number of that truck that hit me? Oh.
Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up. Despite assurances to the contrary, I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
Where's Sarah? Is she okay?
Yes. She's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough.
How did I get here?
Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then.
What about the purifier? Did it work?
Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
Did we win?
Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces.
How long was I out?
Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you.
So what happens now?
Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us.
Is there any way I can help?
Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. Oh? Have you learned something? Vault 87? Where you found the Gek? We've never been able to penetrate the radiation surrounding that area. This information is invaluable. Well done. Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
Okay, good. I'm not naked.
I patiently await your word. I had hoped you'd return.
Let's get going, Fox.
With all due haste. And I...
Wait. Yo!
What?
They're releasing second battle form from Gridman Universe.
Oh, nice!
You honor us with your presence here.
Hail. You honor us with your presence here.
And it's Good Smile too, so it's a combiner as well.
Of course! It's also going to be extremely, extremely pricey.
Sadly. I feel bad for Second now, because apparently her hands were folded behind her for the entire battle.
Weird.
Hmm?
I said weird.
So just imagine. Oh my god, she literally did the whole I can beat you with two arms tied behind my back.
You honor us with your presence here.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume... Has he told you what's been going on? Yes, I believe I can.
Yo, that's sick. I wish I had enough money to buy the entire Gridman Universe line.
This all began with Enclave's occupation of Project Purity. Here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed.
Hopefully getting Dinoxenon though. The re-release.
Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any
I return.
should be brought back.
Welcome back.
Now, did you have any other questions?
I missed you waking up.
If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, Paladin Tristan will be waiting. I'll alert him that you're on your way. Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no command. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy.
Don't hurry back.
Okay. That was surprisingly rude of you, Rothschild.
What, afraid we're gonna upstage you again like we did getting the Gek or getting into that vault? Or starting the purifier?
I also forgot we forgot to do a kind of important quest. Or side quest, rather. We should probably get that done before we continue.
Remind me what the side quest is.
Oasis.
Oh yeah! Harold.
I've got nothing to say. Best
I'll mind my business, you mind yours.
Probably best to put the flamer away before you go into Oasis.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
For those not in the know, we're about to meet a Fallout 1 character.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okie doke. I can't wait to see Tara's reaction when he comes back and sees Harold. Like, Lord knows, he took me by surprise when I first met him.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry.
And now I feel like we've walked right into oblivion.
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us.
You're really fitting considering what just dropped.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him. I'm sorry. In my excitement, I got ahead of myself. I'm Tree Father Birch, and I have the great fortune of being leader of his people, the Tree Minders. Beyond that gate is our home, Oasis.
Who's waiting for me inside?
Why, he is, of course. If you'll just follow me to the pavilion.
Okay.
Excellent. Please follow me.
Revel, outsider. For he
Okay, Rob Paulson, sure. No, Rob Paulson, that's... Brain, stop. Paul Eiding.
Yep.
Paul Eiding.
That's
I was gonna call him Grandpa Mac.
Also Colonel Campbell.
Also, Perceptor, a la Transformers G1. And the Vault-Tec rep in Fallout 4.
Oh, yeah!
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception.
Sorry it took 84 years.
Welcome back.
Has it been that long?
Suppose you haven't. In fact, few who live
Only feels like
outside
72.
Oasis have. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him. He's no mere god, my friend. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. Thanks to him, the Tree Minders have a home. I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The Tree Minders are blessed to have this being watch over us.
Guy's nuts.
We care for this place and keep it safe from those who would seek to exploit it. He gives to us, so we give back to him.
You don't hear any, like, talking in the background, do you?
For almost 2 decades. We technology and embrace
not really, no.
That's the life of a
Because
tree
my
minder.
folks are talking in the background, and I'm just trying to make sure my mic isn't picking them up.
No. I can't really hear them. You?
Sadly, the wasteland is a hostile place, and sometimes we're
Eh?
forced to defend ourselves against it.
Can you
That means
hear anything
fighting with
from
manufactured weapons,
Mikamon's background?
and so
I already
be it.
said no.
Had he not asked to see
Oh,
you,
good.
you never would have gotten
Good.
this close to the gates. Yes, indeed it
Yeah,
was.
Discord didn't pick you up, or at least I don't think it
As
did.
you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Whenever you're ready. It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body.
To quote Wild Wasteland from one of the many New Vegas DLCs, do drugs, kill a bear.
Very good. Please, drink the sap from the basin. now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, to the power
I think he
of
means
his
Taro.
divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies
Huh?
immediately. Live no longer in them. But
Casting blessings to ward off any harm that the outsider might be bringing in. I think he means off Taro. I think we might have to kill this guy.
Damn.
Dang.
May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his review.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep outside. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
I imagine things got very tense. Fox had to be talked down in order to keep from shooting up the place.
Yep. Alright, where is this so-called God tree that everyone keeps talking about? I mean, you couldn't possibly be that. Oh my god!
Glad to see
Are-
you're finally
Are we still in the sap dream? I think we're still in the sap dream.
made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean?
I've never met a talking tree before.
Neither have I. Well, I mean, I talked to Herbert, but he never really says anything back. Do you, Herbert? He kept growing around me. Maybe for calling him Herbert all the time. His name's really Bob. I think it's funny when I call him Herbert, though.
So you're trapped in there inside this Bob thing.
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside.
How on earth did a tree end up growing out of your head?
It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Yeah. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff.
Well,
And thus that day was also born the Master.
Well, hopefully your troubles will be over. I'm here to help.
You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that. Me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
It's probably the first time I've been asked that so directly. want me to murder you? Kill you? You can't be serious. Sure, where do you want the bullet? Head or gut?
Oh, no. It wouldn't be murder. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now, rooted right into the ground. The only friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god.
How would I be able to kill you? You're a tree.
How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. Oh, no, don't worry about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make them come around.
Look, I really don't want to kill you.
Of all the wastelanders I had to bump into, it has to be one with a conscience. Let's keep it an open invitation then. Just...
Okay. Goodbye, tree.
No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
So, this is honestly kind of a less than comfortable quest for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But we saw the biggest one right there.
Oh, you mean Harold? He's really nice. Sometimes when I get really lonely, I go into the grove and talk to him. Sometimes I even curl up all cozy-like and sleep next to his root after I have a bath. I tell him what I'm scared of, and he tells me what he's scared of. It makes me feel better knowing I'm not the only one. Aw, I never knew an outsider could be scared of anything. Harold told me that he's scared of fire. If fire ever got on him, it would burn him and Bob until they were all gone. That's why we keep the fires far away from him. I was born here, silly.
Okay.
May the Great One bless you.
This place is wonderful,
So,
isn't it?
there are other people to
Allow
talk
me to
to.
introduce myself. I'm Bloomseer Poplar, soothsayer and healer of... It brings me great honor to welcome you. what we call the harvest month, the Great One creates seeds among his branches within seed pods. At the end of this time, the pods open and the seeds are carried quite easily upon the wind. It's quite beautiful. Wherever the seeds take purchase, they grow into trees, plants, grass, or all manner of wonderful things. He's not my god. He's everyone's god. You, me, everyone. This place isn't meant just for the tree minders. It's for all mankind. Oh, if only Tree Father Birch saw it as you do. Of everyone, he's been here the longest. You'd think he'd realize that this place won't remain a secret forever. The caravans know about it, and you found it. How long before someone comes to take this place by force? No, I say allow this place to grow, and that issue becomes moot. I trust with...
Alright. Now I know I can get a sap from her, or like something, an ointment, that will...
You'll have to go find Birch and try to find your way down into the caves first.
Got it.
He wants you to put he wants you to put something else there. Then they will talk to each other, and she'll give you the thing. So I take it you're of the opinion Harold should live and spread?
Called for an outsider's assistance.
The outsider is here to deliver us from
Same.
our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
Harold may not like it.
How can we preach about peace
In fact,
when all you
honestly,
need to do is keep his gift all to ourselves?
I feel really bad for the guy, but
You can talk to him, like you can definitely talk to him and kind of help him see things a different way.
Because honestly, between Project Purity and this, these may be the this may be the only chance for the Capital Wasteland to
Why
actually
else would
grow.
the outsider have been allowed into the grove?
It's like terraforming without a Gek.
Exactly.
That must be it. I know why
Terraforming
you're
the
here,
hard way.
And despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best. After all, he chose you. And he would never want to put us in harm's way.
I'm afraid Harold isn't a god. Just a human that has some bad luck.
Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things as I do.
Did you know your god wants me to kill him?
Yes, I've been pondering that riddle myself for some time now, and I think I know what he's trying to tell us. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him. You misinterpret his words, my friend. He wants you to extinguish that which seeks to make him vulnerable. If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle. A benefit meant for the entire
Hello
wasteland.
there, my mutated comrades.
Hello, Webb.
You missed meeting Harold.
Oh, don't worry.
No.
We'll go back around.
Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world.
I don't freaking
To
got
give
some
the
food.
gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end. But Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I heard what my husband wanted.
That
you to
aside,
do,
we are in
and
Broken
I
Steel right now.
propose the same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart instead of centuries, the wasteland.
All right.
Like, well, it has been a while since I've done this specific quest. I do remember that, like, if you choose to save him and help him spread, you can talk to him about it and convince him to see things in a different light.
There he is, Webb.
Oh.
Harold
The
and
oldest
Bob.
character in this game.
What?
I said the oldest character in this game.
Yep.
Shy of maybe some ghouls.
And Fox.
As he was around. Yeah. Because Harold there was around in Fallout 1.
It's very nice.
So now, what you mean by Herald spread?
He eventually got rooted in place when the tree grew into, well, that.
The tree's name is Bob, by the way.
He sometimes calls the tree Herbert because he thinks it's funny. So the tree is spreading seeds periodically, and that's how the rest of Oasis here grew.
Yes, outsider, what is it?
And they're basically saying, given enough time, he's going to spread beyond the confines of this grove and start spreading to the rest of the capital wasteland. Harold wants us to kill him.
You'll find
To kill Bob?
I would if I was
To
able.
kill Harold and
but
Bob
he will not
both.
allow us entry.
But
Oh.
the other tree minders here, they want him alive, though for different reasons and in different ways.
Ah, that's
We are of the opinion that between the water purifier and Bob spreading seeds, this is the best chance we have at terraforming the capital wasteland without a Gek. It will take a long time, definitely, but nature is coming back. Kind of.
It'll take at least decades, according to one of them.
Mm.
There is an extremely evil karma way to grant Harold's request, and it is because of that evil karma method that I specifically asked Bear to put the flamer away before he got here. See, the living tree, man, is afraid of fire, as most living things are. It is possible to set him on fire and kill him that way, and not only does it offer a heap of negative karma, it offers one of the most haunting screams in this game. Suffice to say, I am not a fan of that option.
Why do you think I put the flamethrower under lock and key?
Partly because I asked him to. And partly because I know Bear knows this.
Dang. Discord messed up. What I said was, why do you think I put the flamethrower under lock and key? Just in case Bear tried to double back.
It's not that evil.
Yeah, I agree with Webb.
I wouldn't do that to Harold.
Like, there's gotta be a way to make his situation more bearable without killing him.
How the fuck did a lawnmower get down here?
Yes.
Murder alert!
Also, you missed me roasting the hell out of... What was that guy's name?
Colonel Augustus
Autumn.
The name sounds.
Oh, I even got in a couple of cracks.
I got.
Oh, hey, look, it's...
I got a really dumb one in too.
I was gonna say, oh hey, look, it's the guy from Hellboy. Oh wait, oh no, Bear, why?
He tried to kill me.
Maybe because you're killing his people.
Because they attacked him first? Plus, despite being human-shaped, they are wild animals that will attack anything.
Yeah, they're not evil, just going on instinct.
And their instinct is to kill me, so it's self-defense.
After all, they're also relying on survival instinct, fight or flight. And I'm sorry, more often than not, it defaults to fight.
I'm sorry, they lost the roulette of life.
Their dice just hit nat ones over and over and over again.
I show up, their dice hit nat ones.
Or they hit it at 20, and then Wild Wasteland kicks in.
Your party has come across a wild bear. Roll for initiative, and like everyone just gets a nat one.
It's happened. I've had that happen to me before.
I can't remember I can't remember because this video was so long ago, but this DM was annoyed at his party because they kept making god tier characters at level 1. So here's what the DM did.
Listen, I want to say that's
You
partially.
decided to do things their way, huh? How come?
Hmm?
I was about to say, I feel like that's partially the DM's fault.
Here's what the DM did, though. He asked his party for their character sheets.
Badly, huh?
And when they all gave them over, he assigned them monsters in the dungeon that his party is currently in. And he took control over the entire party.
I was once a man, a long time ago, named Harold. Something in me changed and a weird little tree started growing right out of my head. It kept getting bigger.
I can only tell you to imagine what happened next.
About it, I decided to name it Bob. You know, like a friend or something. Sometimes I call him Herbert instead of Bob because I get bored and I think it's funny. So Long story short, call me Harold. No, don't get me started on them. I'm liable to talk about them all day. It even drives poor old Bob crazy. Actually, the kid is the nicest one of all. Use her name. She sneaks in here sometimes and just lets me talk about stuff I wanna talk about. Bob really likes her too, 'cause she makes me happy.
That's adorable.
Okay. Wave bye-bye, Bob. Oh, come on. Move a branch at least. Oh, wait.
Well, that is that.
The moment you realize he probably got frozen in the last position he was standing in before her, tree.
He looks like he's holding it onto his chest. One hand on the ground. He may have been hunched over in pain.
I mean, I doubt this mutation process was painless.
Definitely. Alright, let's
In a weird way, though.
Yeah?
In a weird way, Harold might be vital for the reclamation of a post-war America right here.
Let's see what that old bitch Birch has to say about this.
Hello again, outside.
Ah, old Birch bitch, how do you do? Wait.
Oh, outsider, back again, I see.
Are you
It's
okay?
good to see you again,
May the sap of his
outsider.
wisdom sustain you.
What is it, outsider? Although his influence will spread through the wasteland one day, that, for now, will remain ever vigilant and watch the wasteland for anything that could threaten this sanctuary. Goodbye, outsider, and good luck.
May the sap of his wisdom sustain you.
Good to
He
see
took
you.
that. He took that better than I thought.
Remarkably well.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, better this than him sticking his people after you.
Yep.
Hello again, outsider.
So, fun fact, if you had talked to the lady who had given you the ointment to help Harold, she'd give you a suit of power armor that belongs to one of the tree minders that used to be part of the Brotherhood Outcast.
Damn. Ah, well.
It's not vital in any capacity, because it's usually better to just slap it on a companion. The fox can't wear it, so...
Yep. Alright, well, we're at 2 hours. And 5 minutes. So, thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
With Mekumon.
Taro.
And they're ever so late, Web.
Thank you all for watching. We will probably be back tomorrow with Burb at the helm. And after that, we will see y'all on Monday. So, please feel free to support us in any way you wish.
Be it monetarily or by engagement.
It really helps us out either way. And, as always, stay safe, stay comfy, stay hydrated, be good to each other, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace!